Gap years can suck. And today we're going to be going over how to rescue yourself when things do get difficult. Hi, my name is Dylan Gordon. I'm with Beyond Young, and I help high school grads sort themselves out before going to university. And today I'll be answering a question from Reddit. Zio Ackerman asks, gap year sucks. Hi, I'm a 19-year-old girl. I had to take a gap year due to a lot of problems. First, sorry to hear that. I don't know the details of this problem, so I can't, I'll try to be more broad with my advice since I don't quite know your situation. Now I'm stuck at home and I'm lazy as hell and I want to do something productive, but I couldn't. I feel mentally exhausted. We're not given too much detail, but judging by that snippet, it sounds like Zio had plans that year, something got mixed up, and now she's just figuring it out, scraping it together. The trap in this, because in reality, it is a trap. And this is something that happens to people at all ages. It's not like a gap year specific thing. This is just a general life thing. And it's just about getting back on the horse. I'm looking for something productive to do. Again, I can't speak for you and I don't know exactly what your situation is, but I found whenever I just need something productive to do, the default thing is fitness of some kind. No matter what, it's always a good thing. And when you do it, your mind's a bit more clear, you're a little more sharp, you feel a little more on your game. And then that's going to let you, make better decisions. So I'd say first some kind of physical fitness, be it going for walks or runs or some kind of strength training, whatever floats your boat. The second, if you haven't already, just a universally positive thing to do is meditation. Meditation is so freaking underrated, and it blows my mind that it's not taught in schools to begin with, just because it helps you untangle a lot of these funks that you might get into. And the third thing is just to make, 19 is such a weird age because it's when you're trying to formulate an identity. It's about figuring out who you are and where you're gonna fucking put your flag in the ground. And that's not done by sitting on the couch. It's not done by not getting out of bed on time. It's not done by, binging Friends. Figuring out where you want to plant your flag is something that it's a pursuit. It's a curiosity. So I'd ask, what are you curious about? It could be literally anything. Could be, you're passionate about or curious about training chickens. It could be that you're curious about fireworks or curious about baking. And then meet people who are already doing that. So, meet the pyro, meet the baker, meet the chicken trainer, and just go to chat with them and try to make something happen. So much of gap year, it's about I hate saying getting out of your comfort zone because that's what just life in general is about. But a gap year, it's about just taking massive action. And that's something I'm going to be really hammering on this channel, is just taking huge action every single day to explore your curiosities. Because often when we speak about, discipline, or we speak about, goal setting and goal achieving, it often comes from this frame that what the end target is. It's a static thing. It's, I want to make X amount of dollars. I want my body to look X amount of way. But when you're figuring out who you want to be, you don't even know what the target is. So it sounds like you're in a tough spot at the moment. But the truth is, you're the only person that's going to be able to pull yourself out of it. No one's going to come and save you. So if I had to give you 3 things just to work on to help you get out of this rut during your gap year, I would say A, do something physical. Body training, like weightlifting, running, I don't care. Meditation, do it once or twice a day, 20 minutes. Or start with 5 or 10, just get into it. And then third, what are things you're curious about? And who can you speak to? Who can you meet to help pursue that curiosity? Because it's people that open doors for us. Next point to their question. All my friends joined university and I'm feeling a lot of peer pressure. Oh, the old friends university peer pressure thing. To that, it's very tempting because if you're not doing anything you're proud of on a gap year, it's easy to feel a lot of FOMO for your friends who are in school because they have this sense of structure, they have a strong sense of community and a strong sense of direction. And it's like, man, I'm feeling pressure to join this system that's going to give me clarity. And why wouldn't that be alluring? But I'll say a little story. It's like a few of my best friends, some of my best friends in the world, went to a university in another city from me. And it was devastating because I lost some of my best friends on earth, and that left me, by myself. So I was thinking, maybe I should go to school just to hang out with my friends more. And the joke is all 3 of them eventually dropped out of school, like in their first or second year. So had I followed them there, heck, I probably would have dropped out as well and then been saddled with the same amount of debt that they were saddled with, that I think they've taken care of now, thank God. Peer pressure can be a lot of things. It can be the FOMO because they're having fun. It can also just be wanting the pain to stop, because parts of gap years are going to be really painful because you've lived life a certain way inside the school system, and that way of life has now been taken away from you. So like there's a lot of pain involved. It's like losing your job and going through a divorce at the same time. Your friends are gone, your structure's gone. Make your own structure, start setting your goals, and start making a little bit of progress every day and trying to expand your horizons. And then over time, this cloud that you're going through, it'll pass. I promise you it'll go away if you start taking the steps to kind of get rid of it. Let's look at some comments. Lol is Max. Lol is Max. Lol is Max says, find a job. And I mean, Max kind of has a point there. In gap year, you lose all that structure, and a job is going to give you that structure and as well just money to spend, so you feel less helpless. So tends to be pretty solid advice. Volunteer Encounter says, go on an adventure. I don't know much about volunteer encounters, but a lot of the times, like these mental frames that we have, it is very like location based. It's why a lot of people feel different when they go back to their hometown. It's because like that's where your old identity was, if that makes sense. So yeah, going out and traveling, if your parents can afford to take you there, heck, if you can afford to take yourself there, I say why not? If you have any questions, be sure to put them on the Reddit page or leave a comment in the fucking down below. Heck, maybe I'll make a video answering it. So thanks so much for listening.